Hey there, I wanted to talk to you about the women's wrestling schedule this year. My first note for the women's schedule is it is still reads a little bit different than the guys. If you look on the guys' schedule, it's going to list varsity or JV right here. Girls wrestling is still new enough, and there's still not large enough teams that most of the competition is varsity competition. There's not a lot of standalone JV girls wrestling tournaments. And this is where it gets a little confusing, but typically if we go to a tournament with the guys, we're only allowed to enter one wrestler per weight class. Many of the girls' tournaments are still allowing several entries per weight class for one team. Now, on the back end, I have to mark which one of our girls is our varsity girl and who will score team points, as only one girl can score points within a tournament in the same weight class. That doesn't mean that every tournament will allow that. There's a few like the Wonder Woman and I believe the Stampede that are still, I'm pretty confident, are still single entry team tournaments. And then, of course, duels, we try to get, varsity and JV matches in duels. So kind of going from the top, this Thursday is our red and white duel. That is simply a inter-squad scrimmage. It is by rule a practice, but we make it look like a competition and bring fans in and let everybody go out there and wrestle in front of somebody for the first time. This coming Saturday, we've never gone to this tournament. I still have a few question marks about it, but we're going to Tulsa, to the Tulsa Union tournament at Tulsa Union High School. I would typically have a parent information sheet out the Sunday before all competition. This being newer and us still working on our weight certifications, there's a lot up in the air. I don't know for sure who all we're taking. I don't plan on taking any new wrestlers to this tournament, as I simply don't think we're ready to compete yet. But I will try to get a list out possibly tonight or Tuesday morning for this Tulsa Union tournament. Also new to our schedule is next Tuesday we are out of school. We are heading to the Festus Scramble. A scramble basically means a small tournament. There's 5 to 6 teams that are going to be here. Most of the teams are larger, have larger rosters like we do. So we're hoping to get a decent amount of matches. That is in St. Louis. We do a decent amount of traveling. Obviously, you don't have to go up there and watch. We will try to live stream when possible. But it's a 5 o'clock start. It's at Festus High School. And I don't know yet whether we're staying the night on the back end of this or if we're driving home late on Tuesday night. Make a decision here shortly. November 29th, we head to Rogers, Arkansas. We wrestle Seneca, McDonald County, Heritage, and Rogers in a quad duel. December 2nd, we have a home duel. We plan on wrestling Jefferson City. There's recently been a little discussion. We may be looking for a team to replace them, but we plan on having a home duel for our women's team on December 2nd. December 6th, this is also a boys' duel. It's the first time we compete together. Boys and girls will wrestle at Neosho against Neosho and Joplin. December 8th is a standalone girls' duel. This will be a tough duel for us as Marshfield is they're designed to be a good duel team. Then we host our tournament on December 12th. This is a Monday. This is one of the tougher tournaments that we'll actually go to. Our tournament's pretty solid with 25, 30 teams that attend. And this will be a dual boys and girls competition at Kansas City. And then December 29th and 30th to finish off this part of the season, the girls will wrestle at arguably one of the toughest tournaments in the entire country, which is the Wonder Woman at Battle High School in Columbia. I'm going to hold off on going through our January and postseason information, as that is a ways away. I just wanted to get you some information. So a couple of real quick pointers. If we are not staying overnight, so we're traveling there and back, which is most of our duels, stuff like that, we'll leave from the high school, transport them to the duel, wrestle, and we'll bring them back. I prefer most girls to ride with us, and unless there's just a great reason not to. Maybe you're traveling from Kansas City on to see family. When they're with us, we'll provide food, transportation. We usually have peanut butter and jellies, ham and cheese, some granola bars, just kind of some basics. If they require special nutrition, are always welcome to bring that with them. Anytime that we stay overnight, which would be right off the bat here, Friday night to Tulsa, potentially coming home from Festus, we pay for the rooms. We always put 3 to 4 wrestlers in a room. And parents, if you're wanting to stay, you're more than welcome to. I don't have anything to do with that. You can stay at the same hotel or a different hotel. I'm just responsible for our athletes. And so I think that's majority of our schedule. If you have further questions, shoot me an email.